Okay, this is the future right here, right? Like, look at this. This is the
Near and
most
far.
live that Instagram has ever been. Got to say.
Li- The livest. Look at these guys. A couple of guys.
Couple of guys hanging out. We're gonna talk some. We're gonna talk film
And beards.
and beards. We're both
I
doing the
love
beard thing, eh?
you. I haven't seen you forever. I just wanted to say what's up and hang out.
Sweet.
And on that note, cheers.
Yeah, man. Cheers. I set it up, man. Look, check this out. See how it's all weird? I'm using a selfie stick. You
Yeah.
see that? Fuck. It like won't. Anyway, hanging out. Was playing some Avengers on the PlayStation 4. Just chilling
Yo,
out.
have you have you checked out the Spider-Man VR game?
Oh yeah, I'm well
It's
versed.
dope. I mean, it's still like basic, like little, like kind of like a beta, kind of like demo version kind of thing, but it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, check. Whoa, you went upside down there. Check it out.
Ah, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I might everyone and get a PS5 when they come out. We'll see.
I have my I have a pre-order, but I got it through Shoppers of all places, and it's going to be shipped allegedly shipped. What? Sorry, go ahead.
No, so what were you saying?
Oh, I got it pre-ordered to a Shoppers, and it's weird because it's not like a Best Buy. I didn't pay anything. I just got a confirmation code that my pre-order will be there on launch. So I guess we'll see if I actually get it.
I mean, it sounds dope. Are they all the same price like wherever you go, or like for some reason I assume like I don't know why, but I feel like Shoppers would be more expensive or something because it's like it's not what they do or whatever, right? But maybe I'm just making it up.
No, no, no. It's the same price across the board. I know what you mean, though. It used to be like that. Definitely used to be like that. But they have like an electronics section that you've probably seen, and it
Yeah,
usually seems like when they have like this. What's that? Sorry.
behind their electronic thing is behind the counter.
Yeah. Well, the one by my place, it's like it's out. You have to get somebody to open the thing for you, but I know. Yeah, you're talking about the one at Spring Garden, I think, because I bought a DS there, and it was much cheaper than buying it anywhere else because they were just trying to get rid of it. And
Oh,
that's the
okay.
whole thing. Like that's what I'm weirded out about because it might be a situation where they're just like, "Oh yeah, we didn't get it."
Over. Yeah. Hopefully that. I mean, it's kind of weird. Like, don't don't you normally either have to pay the whole thing or at least pay a deposit or something with pre-orders usually?
Yes, especially a deposit. If you go to like GameStop or whatever, they're usually like 10% of the thing. And also Best Buy, if you were able to pre-order it from there, you definitely fucking are able to pay for it outright and then get it. But since it's just a variety store, since it's basically a convenience store, we'll see if
Yeah.
I show up there, show them my code. It's a code from Shoppers that I got an email, a confirmation code from
Like
Shoppers.
our code, like symbol, like the little square thing or whatever it is.
No, not a QR code, but just like a series of numbers and letters.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then, yeah, that's a sweet pipe.
It's pretty dope. When I first got it, it was nice and green, and now it's not nice and green.
That was green.
It used to be like a really nice green. You can kind of see the hue.
Oh yeah, I can kind of see the hue. Yeah,
Yeah. It used to be a really nice. Like I've never cleaned it. I don't really know how you do that. Look at me. Do I look like someone who cares about cleaning a pipe? Oh shit, we got
no, you
oh.
you look stoned. What's up? Oh, James Lopian is here. I wanted to show off my COVID hair too, because it looks like you got the same kind of hairstyle going on. Check that.
Yeah, you and me have been. Oh, you got rid of it.
I'm greased out though. I got a greasy I got a greasy do going on.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. You and me were always love me. You and me were always brothers in that sense. People are always talking about Netflix and chill. I'm talking about DVDs and chill.
Do girls know? Do girls know what you want to do when you bring them into your bedroom and you show them a giant bookshelf of DVDs? Do they even know what DVDs are at this point?
I don't. You know what? I don't think too many people do. Actually, funny story. I used to buy DVDs, and then my friends would make fun of me. But then they'd be like, "Hey, can I borrow, this movie or whatever?" I'd be like, "Go fuck yourself! Like, go buy it or download it or do whatever."
It's
the fuck
true.
it is.
I tried to borrow DVDs from you many times, and you were like, "Fuck off." And I was like, "You can borrow mine." You're like, "I don't want to." I've got my own DVDs, motherfucker, which I watch. You can come over and watch them.
Well, that's what I was like. You come on over and watch them or whatever, and only because, what's I don't know what the expression is. Bit once, burn twice, whatever the expression is. But like I've lent them out back in the day, and I've had I'll have a movie for 5 years, 10 years, whatever the fuck it is, right? And it's spotless. It's fine. I go lend it to someone for one night, and it comes back looking like it just went through hell or whatever.
Do you think I've lent any of these games to anybody before?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Hell no. Hell no. Check this out. Harry Houdini action figure. Do you see that?
Go back to it. Is it like a rubber one that bends?
Nope. But I can't see
the 5-point articulation.
No, it's like hilariously bad. Like a.
Does it do a trick?
It does come with a. I haven't opened it. You don't open action figures. Are you kidding me? Are you insane?
I am kidding you a little bit because I open my action figures just to open them, basically. It's weird. Like, I put them back in, but I open them and touch them and hold them.
That's interesting. I sort of do the same thing with elite WWE figures. I mostly do that.
Yeah,
hey, did you see that the Intoxicated podcast stopped in for a second? That's weird. That's interesting. Weird. Anyway.
Indeed.
What were you saying?
I remember the wrestling figures used to be rubber. Weren't they just rubber, were they just shaped rubber that you could fucking hit other rubber wrestler figures with or some shit?
Yes, absolutely.
Why does Intoxicated sound familiar?
Okay, you got to see this.
Oh, nice.
That's one of those rubber figures you're talking about right there.
Yeah. I remember that from back in the day.
Some boys up here too.
Yo, what's that battle damaged Spider-Man saying?
Which one?
Oh, never mind. He might not be battle damaged. It might just be shine. Yeah, it is just shine.
Hey man, I had that figure. It was dope. Here's my I have my stuff set up. It's mostly video games, so the only DVDs I own are right there. It's mostly wrestling.
Looking back, there's definitely a point that to have things digital or whatever is definitely a lot less waste. And it's nice, Netflix or whatever is kind of nice because I don't have to get up and change things or whatever. It's just right there or whatever, right? So that's just kind of, but at the same time, it is in case that shit ever fails or whatever, I can just throw on a movie and don't have to worry about shit. I'm not sure if that made sense.
No, that absolutely makes
also,
sense.
is there a type?
there what? Kind of.
Is there a type? Should we use walkie talkie talk? Instead of over?
10-4 over.
Okay.
Maybe to get the flow because like you should probably put headphones on.
Why? Does that make it? Does that make me hear it quicker?
It might make you hear a bit quicker. What's your connection like there?
Oh, mine is probably.
Okay, that's fine. Most of the time it seems okay.
Am I dropping out a little bit?
Like a little bit,
Oh,
like a little bit.
I apologize, everyone here now, and
We have 4 viewers right now. This is insanity.
I'm actually psyched. That's hilarious. Do they know why I'm here? Oh, that's what I was going to ask. Is there a way to put like a title or something? Do they
Oh
know?
yeah, I can do that. Also, before you joined, I said what this is. So if I post it as a video, people
Yeah,
will be like, "Oh, they're going to talk about a movie."
gotcha. Yeah, that's what it is. And actually, so in regards to the movie, do you remember how you first like got introduced to it, or like heard about it, or found out about it, or whatever?
Yes, my pal Jared from back home
Yeah,
had me over on one fine, you know Jared, of course.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He had me over on one fine Saturday afternoon,
I,
and we watched it. But I got super drunk. Like this is back in the day. Like
I think.
this is what's happening.
No, no, sorry, it was just loading.
Oh, okay, so like this is like 10 years ago now, and I didn't remember anything about it really. I just remember that it was like pretty good.
Yeah,
So today I watched it this evening after work, and basically it's amazing. I didn't remember
right.
anything about it, and it's fucking Robert Downey Jr. in this film is a 10 out of 10. I couldn't believe it. He disappears into the Harry role so hard. I couldn't I couldn't even like believe what I was witnessing. And then fucking Val Kilmer,
Yeah,
it's right before he became a washed up actor, and he's so good in it too. I
yeah,
gotta say, I don't think Val Kilmer is a gay man, so the way that he, like, even though he's portraying a gay man, I don't think he should have been like saying things that he was saying, but I guess he was playing a role. It was a different time. This is 2005, right? So
yeah. I think it was 2005. Yeah.
yeah. So like basically, I I gotta rate this movie pretty good. I had a really good time. I had a really fun time watching it.
It's fun.
Um,
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I don't know if this is like politically incorrect, whatever, and I don't mean it to be in any way. This is like praise or whatever. But uh, Val Kilmer and his role, fucking Gay Perry, is
Gay
I think
Perry.
yeah. Are you still gay? There's so many lines throughout the movie, but I think he's like one of my favorite gay characters in movie history or whatever, and
Oh yeah, definitely up there.
characters just period.
What
In
about The Rock in Southland Tales? That's a
uh,
pretty hilarious.
which one? No, I don't think I saw that one. Was The Rock in what's it called? Get short too or
Get
whatever.
Shorty,
Yeah,
Get Shortier,
something about eating a bone.
Electric
Eating
Boogaloo.
a bone. Was that
I
one?
thought he played. I thought he played a gay dude in Southland Tales. I do remember the Get Short sequel,
I don't
where
know.
I didn't see it, but
Bouncer. I'm trying to get into the
yeah.
movies. I didn't see Southlands though. I don't know. So if that's if I have to check it out, I'll check it out.
You may also what's that movie with Mark Wahlberg where they're
Which one?
steroid addicts?
Oh,
Where the juice
eh,
heads? A Michael Bay movie where they're juice heads?
that was actually an all right watch or whatever. Like I wouldn't
Yeah,
trade
yeah,
it
agreed.
for it, but like it was a fun little time or whatever. The what's his face Mackie and like the roids and like getting impotent or whatever it's called.
Yeah. No, that's hilarious. I want to go into Kiss Kiss Bang Bang a little bit more. I actually took notes, and so if the one person that's watching us right now is from my page, you probably are here because I review movies. If you're one person here from Caylen's page, you're probably here because you like rap battles. So, so we have equal notoriety for a different thing. I'm gonna vape. I'm gonna vape outside.
Do it.
It's autumn here. If the one person that's watching us
It's
right now is
autumn,
actually watching us,
autumn everywhere.
no, yeah, but if they're watching us from Africa, you see,
Oh, yeah, okay, got it.
it's the dry season there, I think.
It's been a nice little October actually. I've been
Yeah, how's
going for
Halifax?
walks more. It's chill. It's good. The I just joke and say that we're not very popular, and so like that's why like we're doing fine or whatever, slash like the whole bubble thing or whatever and shit. But like things are good. Things are different for sure. But businesses are back open again. I think in general it's like half capacity, although that might not. It might be more than that now, but like it's
No, that
definitely
makes
been a
sense.
lot. Like no touching. Like you go and sit down and you stay there. Like there's like no like uh outside of your table socializing as much. Like I'd be going just talking to whoever back in the day, but now it's like you're just at your thing, you do your thing or whatever.
Yeah, that's awesome. Toronto is vastly different.
What?
It's like eight months in. I like haven't really left. We've gone to Brampton. I've gone to Brampton twice, where that would be a place I normally go to work, but I work from home. Um, I've gone to. We went camping in the summer, which
Yeah.
was
No.
shady at best.
Yeah.
But other than that, I haven't really been anywhere. There's been stretches of a month where I didn't leave my block because all I could do is get out and go for a walk because I don't want to go into the downtown sector. Bad. It's anti-maskers down there. This is a pro-mask
Anti.
podcast. Yeah.
They don't.
Haven't you seen the
What?
anti-mask
Oh,
protests in
where
Halifax?
I have a cool little. I have a couple actually. I have. They're not masks. They're they're almost like a turtleneck. It's like the neck of a turtleneck. They're like little pieces of fabric or whatever.
Like a
Rough.
buff.
Yeah, exactly. And so I wear that when I go out. I just like pull it up, pull it down. But like I don't have like I mean I don't know. I guess for some people if they have to wear it all day, like I don't know what that feels like. But like to just wear it to do like little errands, I don't give a fuck about it. Like it's fine. Like it's no biggie.
Madison makes them. My wife makes them. Should I say?
Masks or oh nice. My mom's been making. That's a good one. That's dope.
Hold on, there's more.
I'm trying to see what that is. What is that from? Or is that just a pattern? It looks like it's from
It's just
something.
yeah, it's just pattern.
Yeah, that's
And then you
dope.
fucking throw your hat on. You're good to go. You're good to go out. Hi guys, I'm gonna go outside now. There's a horrible pandemic. I might die. Who knows? Let's
Yeah,
party.
I'll mask with you.
Mask it up. This is the part of the movie review where we put our fucking masks on. Oh, we
Safety.
lost our last viewer. The last person to leave was like, I'm anti-mask. If they talk about masks, I'm out of here. But other than that, I'm hanging out.
I was fine for the gibberish, but this mask shit. They'll be able to see the recording afterwards.
Yeah, I'm gonna post it along with my review for this movie. So
What are
maybe
you
talk with the little bit. What? Sorry?
smoking a Juul or what? What kind of vape is that?
Yeah, it's just a jewel because I'm a basic bitch.
Is it just tobacco flavored or whatever?
No, it's mint, which they've pretty much phased out, and I get the 1.5s, the 1.5% because I'm
Oh,
trying to
yeah,
wean
that's fucking
completely
strong.
off.
1.5?
No, Yeah, it goes up to 5. There's 5,
What?
3.5, and 1.5. So
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm okay. Never mind. Okay, maybe I'm thinking
it's
of
not like,
5.
yeah, it's not the fives. The fives were too intense when I even quit smoking cigarettes, like for good, for good. I haven't had a cigarette in 2 years.
That's
It's amazing.
awesome. I've been baby stepping. The jewels or whatever definitely helped take me off them when they had flavors, but then once they stopped, I was like, okay, well, fuck that. I have had a smoke here and there once in a while, but I've been doing pretty good for the most part. I'm actually pretty happy about it.
Nice.
It's dope.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's a real son of a bitch trying to quit smoking.
It's tough. It's very tough. It's so perfect to so many different situations.
So it's
I I don't remember how I came across Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I think it
oh
was
yes, that's what you asked me before we went on a horrible tangent. Okay, yes. Okay.
it wasn't a horrible tangent, but it's what there'll be what are these oscillations or whatever or what's it called like
Like
cycles.
yeah, it's like ebb and flow.
Yeah, but I don't remember how I came across it. It I think it was something that I just randomly saw, like because I used to like HMV was like down on Spring Garden, and remember we used to be on Brunswick, right? And
Yep.
I would go down there like on weekends and shit, and sometimes I just fucking get like a bunch of like twofer, like whatever their twofers were, like they'd have twofers and shit. And I was like, that's a cool name. Like, I don't remember, like, basically what I'm saying is, I don't remember hearing about it when it was in theaters. Like, I don't remember any kind of talk about it. I don't
I
remember,
was
like,
actually
afterwards. Like, I found it on the DVDs when I first came across it. Never heard of it beforehand. I was like, oh, that sounds like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. That's interesting. And it's fucking Robert Downey Jr. and Val Kilmer. Like, okay, those guys are good. I put it on, and like you said, I was blown away. It was a very fun ride from front to back. The it kind of almost like almost like sounded smart, sort of like a
yeah.
smart readiness to it, but like it wasn't exactly overly smart. It was just like kind of blatant almost or whatever, but like it had like a smart tone. Like okay, so the line where he's like, what's he's like? He's like, Perry says to fucking Harry, do you know what you'd find if you looked up idiot in the dictionary? And they do the what you would automatically think is like, oh, what, you find a picture of me? But then they turn it on you. It's like, no, a definition of the word idiot, which is what you are. Like that's like it was little things like that fucking I loved like the most about it.
Well, what it reminded me of is, have you ever watched a mumblecore film? Have you heard of the genre of film mumblecore?
Mumblecore? No, I don't think I've heard of it. Give me an
Okay,
example.
so let me just. So do you know who Mark Duplass is? He's from The League, but he's made a few like indie films here and there.
Is all one from the league?
No, he's an army guy from The League. Here, I'll just show you a picture. Look at this. Look, it's the future. I can show you a picture of the picture, and you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, down a little bit because it halves your screen. Yeah. Okay, that guy. Yeah. Creeper
Okay,
or
okay.
something.
Yeah, he did that. He did that indie film that was like he was like a weirdo. And mumblecore is the idea that when you're writing, this is sort of how I interpret it too. I'm not a fucking expert on the subject, but it's when you're making a film and it's a style specific to the Duplass brothers. Him and his brother make these style movies, and they're indie films where people talk like normal. Like when you're with a friend and you're not like proclaiming. And I'll get to that about this film in a second, and in the sort of the difference between what I mean in a big Hollywood film.
Yeah.
They talk to each other in these little shorthand half phrases where kind of like you talk to your friend if you're standing next to each other, where you kind of know what they're talking about. And that's
Yeah.
what I love. That's what I loved about Val Kilmer and Robert Downey Jr. in this movie, because they were able to talk to each other in this way that it seemed like they had known each other for a long time. they were able to understand what they were saying to work off each other in this really amazing way. Like they're a comedy duo. So I turned to my wife. She was watching the end of it with me. She's seen it before, but I was like, "Hey, do you know of any other films where fucking Robert Downey Jr. and Val Kilmer are like a comedy duo? Because I want to watch all of them immediately. I love Robert Downey Jr. I've been watching I've always loved him anyway, but I've been watching the Marvel movies for the last 10 years.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
been Tony Stark for 10 years.
yeah.
Another thing I wanted
But
to mention about Robert Downey Jr.
he's
just before
also
I continue.
like he's hands down like he just is Tony Stark. He embodies Tony
Yeah.
Stark already. But anyway,
But the thing is in this he uses his Tony Stark voice, but a little bit more subdued. But the thing is if you've ever heard Robert Downey Jr. speak in real life, he has this weird like Connecticut like sort of inflection in his voice, and whenever he goes into film, he almost has to do like an American accent, which is really interesting to see.
Right. Changes like talk pattern or whatever.
Yes.
Also, what would you like what Blockbuster's still open. What section is this movie in? Is this a comedy or is it like paper?
It's action.
Action?
It's action. Okay, so the genres I kind of define it as are like dark comedy. There's not a lot of drama in it, but it's also got it's like noir or like detective.
Noir. Yeah. Okay.
And then like Hollywood, like a movie that's about Hollywood.
Right.
But
so you were saying about what was the comparison? The indie guy.
So you have the indie guy doing the indie style conversation, and then on the other side, they do actually do those big like this is a big blockbuster movie style line, like a piece of dialogue, like you were saying, and
right.
They've meshed these together in this really interesting way, and I don't like. I was trying to think like, did I even ever see a trailer for this movie? What would the trailer for this movie even look like?
For Kiss Kiss, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was like. I don't remember any kind of publicity or advertising or anything about it. I don't remember hearing word of mouth, seeing anything. And you're right. What kind of like trailer would you make? What kind of preview would you think of for it?
I think I would show like Harry's character because since it's based on a novel, I kind of saw the writer of the novel sort of it being a self-insert where he's talking about himself having all these things happen to him. You know, he like loses his finger, he fucking gets shot. Yeah. There's that end part. Sorry, spoilers. He gets shot, and then he pulls the book out, which is very Hollywood to be like, oh, the book saved the bullet, no, I got shot. Like I love that was amazing. Like that was really good storytelling.
Yeah. That's what like it, and that's kind of like adds on to like what I was saying earlier. Like it feels smart and witty, like, and it's truthful. I think is what like
very truthful. Yeah.
Yeah, there's an honesty to it. It calls itself out almost for being a movie, or like it calls out the certain tropes that like general movies will have, like those whatever, it calls them out. Like you said with the book.
So, speaking of which, is this a Christmas movie?
And that's exactly what I said the other day. After I watched it, I was like, wait a second, this is during Christmas time. This is a fucking Christmas movie, and it's up there with one of the best fucking Christmas movies. This is definitely a Christmas movie.
If Die Hard 1 and 2 and Home Alone are Christmas movies, this motherfucker is a Christmas movie.
This is a Christmas movie. This is definitely a Christmas movie. Yeah, that got me excited too as I was watching it the other day. She was running around in the little, elf dress thing or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I wrote her name down because I didn't want to be
okay.
It's somewhere. She did a great job too. She was fun. She was what's the word? Uninhibited with certain things, which was great. Very nice.
And also, she's a very natural actor. It's funny that she was playing. Okay, so these actors or these people are all our age. At one point, she's like, "That person's washed up. They're never gonna make it." She's 30, 35, and then in like the next scene, she's like, "I'm 34. I'm still a baby."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I wrote that down too. Like, yeah, where she like, is like, oh, you didn't cut it. You're gone, or you're washed up, or whatever it is. And then he asked her age. Like, yeah, she's like a year younger, but is still optimistic and believes that she's next, kind of thing.
Her name is Michelle Monaghan.
That's the one. Did you do research on this movie at all?
No, I have a laptop right next to me.
That's fine. That's fine. Did you know who did the voice of the bear?
No.
Okay, here. Don't look it up yet, and I'll tell you if you
Okay.
want. But think about it for a second and see if you can guess. But the voice of the bear, he was the one. Or even watch the clip.
I'll put the fish in my. I'll suck on the fish or whatever.
Yeah. But what do I know? I'm a bear. I suck the heads off fish.
Was it? Well, that you just did a spot on impression of John C. Reilly. So it probably wasn't him. I'm trying to think. It's 2000. It's 2005. Who's a character actor they can throw in as a voice?
Yeah, 2005.
For a.
I was surprised. It's surprising. Like, it's like, okay, sure, but at the same time, like, I would have never thought of it. But I'm not too. I like movies a lot, but I'm also dumb.
Hey, man. Stupidity.
Well, cheers to that.
Cheers to that, bro. This is fun. We had an all-time record on our show of 4 viewers. I think we've had a gross of 6 or 7. So I think for our first episode, this is going swimmingly.
I was going down the rabbit hole on YouTube and randomly stumbled across a couple of your look out, COVID. Came across a couple of your old episodes from back in the day on where were you? The bottom of Shabakto or whatever.
Yeah, the Kanan Shabakto fucking intersection. Oh my god. Yeah, if you're the one person watching that, let me just click on it to see who it is. Oh, no viewers. Okay. Yeah, that's hilarious. That I watch those from time to time and they get worse with time, it feels like, but they're gonna come back around. I do always say this, like, you facilitated that, so thank you. Thank you for giving me that camera to do that. I'm so glad that I ended up giving that back to you before I left Halifax, because it would be sitting in that fucking where is it? This bookshelf right here collecting dust. Because the one that I ended up getting, I've never used it. I used it for like that one video and but my point is I'm glad that we were able to do that in that time. If I had continued doing it, maybe I'd be successful. Maybe I'd have 300 videos with 4 views, you know? Who knows?
You gotta what's the word I'm looking for? You gotta just keep doing shit. You keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. Because there's something there, right? There's an energy there. There's a spark. There's a perfect form of it. And then you never get to it, but you keep chasing that true perfect essence. It's
the algorithm of the universe, but the thing is like, the problem is you also have to pump money into it. The Blossom Buddies podcast, we put a little bit of money into it and got like nowhere. But if we pumped more money into it, we'd probably still get nowhere, but then at least more eyes would be on it. It's crazy to be this low on the totem pole when you just want to create content for people, man.
Yeah.
It's very eye-opening. That's why I don't when I made Jason's show back then, I was like, who knows? This is a new platform. I can have my
Yeah.
oh my god, we can have like I can have my friends be on it, and it'll be hilarious. But who knows? I was all fucked, all
It was
wasted.
such
It was
a
awesome.
mental stage. I got to be a part
Yeah.
of some of it, and I loved it.
Hey man, I those videos are still fucking hilarious. Like,
Yeah. What's the oh man, I can't remember right now. The little some Jason time or something like that, or I can't remember what it
it's
is.
super beard time. You mean the classic
Super
Jason
beard
Phillips video?
time.
It's super beard time. Hey man, that's how I made all my I made all my YouTube money back in the day.
That was fun. Yo, BP was fun. BP was fun back in the day. And
That was fun.
it was a cooking pot or whatever. I learned a lot of things there. Learned a lot of things, met a lot of cool people.
That's true. That house that I lived in was a fucking nightmare though.
Yeah, because you were with Riggy, weren't you?
Yeah.
It was you, me, and wasn't there someone else?
Yeah, like my buddy Gord lived there for a minute and then he left and then Drew lived there for a while. I remember Drew. When was the last time you saw Drew Rappaport?
Wasn't Drew the one who was like in the army, but then he like switched over to like weed or something?
No, maybe. I don't know. Who?
Was 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 Drew like a pothead?
Oh,
Like
he was the biggest pothead in all existence.
I'm a
He
fucking pot
transcended space and yeah, I know, but like that he made that his career,
weed, right?
just being stoned.
Yeah. But didn't he used to be in the army or something? Or
I
like
don't know. I don't
cadets?
think so. I don't think so. I knew that
I
maybe, but like you're in cadets when you're like 14 or 10. What?
I went to cadets. I was no, it's Beavers, Cubs, Scouts,
No, it's not those things. It's you go into cadets when you go into the fucking Navy
or the Air Force.
or the Air
I was
Force.
in.
I actually, you're right. It is the Air Force.
I went into Air Cadets myself, and the reason why this has gotten off topic, but I love it. The reason why I quit was because at Christmas time, everyone got a like a Secret Santa bag. One person even got two, and I got nothing.
Did you ever do the Rockathon
What's that?
where you rocketed a rock? I was in cadets too for like a hot minute, like 3 months, and fucking we had to. There was a night where they were like, "We're gonna rocket chairs to raise money all night," and I didn't go, and I was like, "Fuck that!" And then you know, as you do, shirk your responsibilities, and then
Yeah,
dropped out of Air Cadets, and here I am now as a greasy hippie, a 100% more grease than hippie, greasy hippie.
I'll high five that.
First
Yeah,
ever on the
we
show.
we could
High
be
five.
we could be brother. Yeah, fucking what? We're just one time zone time zone. High five. We could be
Time zone
brothers.
high five.
I'm gonna go get my glasses. 1 second.
Yeah, let's be 100% brothers. Except for you've had fucking your hair went gray when you were like 13. I don't understand. I want a gray mane like yours. I burped there.
Guys,
That's what I've just done.
you want gray hair?
Yes,
It's
I
pretty
got like a
dope.
couple. You look real close. See that?
I saw it right
You
there. I
can,
can see.
you can see that.
I can good one. Do you catch yourself playing with your beard?
That's all I do. I've actually quit my job. I've quit playing video games. All I do is fiddle around with my beard all the time. I've got this one good clump right here. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
yeah.
The there's a buddy around here. He's got a nice little braid in one side. It's dope. I love it. I took I had like a little elastic thing, like I fucking elastic did it all together.
Elasticid. Elasticid.
Exactly. The also I did these are my notes on the movie. Also, you can't see this. These are the notes that I took. I was watching the movie. I was even a nerd and watched it with the commentary, and it was a fun commentary. They joked around or whatever and stuff. Did you see the Tropic Thunder commentary or
No,
listen to the?
that sounds incredible.
It is incredible because there's a joke in the movie where he says he's not going to drop, where RDJ says he's not going to drop the Colonel, whatever his face is, character until the commentary, like talk they're making in the movie, and then in real life actually did it. So he was the guy during commentary, and it was hilarious.
That is interesting that at the beginning of the movie, I actually made a note that was like, hey, man, these little mini movies are pretty fun. Which is true. I walked away from my screen, so I can't remember any of my notes, but you might have to carry this.
I will carry anything for you.
Thank you.
I'm trying to. What was there? Okay, let me say this. What was a favorite scene of yours?
So the final battle, I think, the like shootout, and then the like after I'm watching this hybrid Hollywood indie film, I think that's what it is, right? Like they were like, let's make a film based on the book that's like it looks like a Hollywood film. It starts out talking about Hollywood. It's this petty criminal who's usually like, I'm going to do petty crimes in New York. And he wanders into a casting agent.
I love it.
Nails it, right?
Yeah.
And that's the indie part of it. But then he goes to LA. So that's Hollywood. And it's shot like Hollywood. And New York is shot like an indie film. Or, it kind of looked like Spider-Man. Honestly, it looked like 2001 Spider-Man. That being said, then you go over to California. He gets embroiled in this fucking ridiculous plot where he has to learn how to become a detective for a role by being a detective, and then suddenly has to do detective shit. But then Gay Perry's like, oh yeah, I'll see you didn't get the role, but you're too deep now. You're too deep.
We were just using you to bring down another guy's. Who was it? Colin Farrell's price? Colin Farrell's asking price or something like that?
Yeah.
I'm assuming, and I'm guessing that's probably something that happens in real Hollywood or whatever. Little trickery.
Yeah. I think the television program Entourage is about that phenomenon in Hollywood.
Interesting. So isn't it? I thought it was supposed to be about Marky Mark.
Oh, well, literally, probably, but there's a lot of times where it's like, we're using you to, because in the beginning, doesn't he go out to be Aquaman, and they're like, nah, we're just using you to jack up the price on somebody else. And then he actually ends up getting to play Aquaman later, which is a funny plot device because obviously, like the Jason Momoa. Have you seen Aquaman starring Jason Momoa?
Oh, I don't think I have actually.
Oh my God, dude, watch that movie. I know you got like a good TV and like a setup. It's DC was like, oh shit, nobody likes our movies. Let's make a Marvel movie.
It looks like it's bad.
It's not though. It's just like front to back, just colors, action, colors and action.
So it's a visual spectacle.
It's a visual spectacle, yes.
Okay. That's fine, but I'm older now. I like my movies to have a little some meat on the bones.
Oh, same, and me too. But here's the problem, Caylen. I gotta tell you, I wasn't a movie guy until 2020. I wasn't a movie man until the year of our Lord, the 2020s.
Until 2020?
No, I was a TV guy. I've seen every television show. I've seen all the goodies. But this year, Do you know how this came about? Did I ever tell you how this came about? Why I was like, I'm going to review movies now. So
Yeah.
in 2019, I was like, I'm making a podcast. I'm going to do some internet shit. The next year, I'm going to post on Instagram um, all the movies I watch and try to watch more movies. And
Yeah.
all it started as is I was just going to put a number next to the movie and not say anything. You know what I mean? And
Oh,
then I was like, well, what if I just say how I feel about the movie, give it a rating, and people were like commenting and stuff. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I do this now, and that's how it came about.
I personally enjoy it. I like hearing what you say about the ones that I've seen. I like hearing you talk about ones that I haven't seen, and so I can get like a general idea. You've introduced me to a few, I think, actually. I can't think of it right now, but there's like one or two where it's like, oh shit, I gotta check that movie out.
And
I
have
like.
you?
Pardon?
And have you sought out any films that
There's
I was
definitely
like,
one. I can't. I'm trying to think of them right now. I can't think of them right now. I'm too fucking high. Speaking of,
how
but
about this?
oh, did you uh I forget. So when things are opened up again, do I get to come visit?
Yeah, of course. The funny thing is I can't even go to Halifax because if I go to Halifax, it would be I would have to quarantine for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Anybody can come here and just be, you know,
What?
we're in.
They don't make you
Yeah, you
quarantine?
don't have to. No, no, dude. I
Well,
live in the United States compared to Nova Scotia.
why don't people just quarantine? Like what?
That's what I say every day when I see some motherfuckers being like, "Well, I don't want to wear a mask."
Like, okay, so the whole thing, I don't know. The whole thing is very. There's aspects of it that are weird, where it's like, oh, that seems kind of a little too coincidental or whatever. But
Don't go there with that because this is a 100% pro science podcast
oh no,
television show.
no, I'm just, but you know, I don't see the issue with, like, okay, we'll put it this way, just err on the side of safety or whatever. Let's say it is
Yes.
all bullshit. Well, let's
Nope.
at least just be fucking safe about it.
Yeah. See, you have a unique perspective, Kayla. You fucking live in Halifax, where the population is already pretty low, but then everybody was like, "Yeah, I agree to wearing masks immediately," and also the powers that be were like, "Nobody can come in here," or like, "Just everybody stay out." No, because if you guys had been open, it was the summer. Halifax will be one of the worst like hotbeds for COVID-19 if everybody was just allowed the amount of people that are filtered through the harbor system of Nova Scotia, of
Yeah,
Halifax specifically, the amount of people that would have come in would have just decimated, Halifax. Everybody there would just get the disease immediately.
yeah,
It would
we
be
are
insane.
like close knit. Excuse me.
COVID-19, you got the
Totally.
V for the big B.
It's
I'm gonna roll it. I'm gonna roll a joint live on Instagram Live.
do it. Yo.
Here's my
Back
rolling tray.
at the
My
desk.
wife made it for me.
What's the rules with Instagram or whatever? Like, I think you're not allowed to show nudity. I think that's a thing. Like, if I show my butt, we can't do that. I don't think you're allowed to show your nipple. Good thing it's only
Free,
part of the cola.
free the nipple.
That's
You
what
know
I'm
what?
saying. I
What if
have
you have zero? I know that about you. What if you have zero viewers though? Is
There's
Instagram
one.
watching us
Or
right
are you
now?
one? There's one. Are you the one, or is that someone else?
It's when I click on it, it says no viewers.
When do you see the number one though?
I do, yes.
Maybe I'm the one.
It's possible. It is absolutely possible because the people like. Can you see me looking at the people who have joined here? Can you
No,
see what I'm doing? I'm
no.
touching the screen. Okay. Well, we've had. Let me see. One, two. This is our total. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. 8 unique views.
8 different people.
Yeah. Came in here and noped the fuck out. But the thing is I'm down to do this whenever. This is fun. It's like we're hanging out. Like, well, it's like we're sitting across the bar from each other. Honestly.
Right? Pretty much. Like it. Right? Like other than like not being able to like do this to you, like.
Yeah, don't do that to me. It's COVID's times.
Well, that's true too. We would be just here. Oh, well, you know what? You're right. Eventually, they do bother the eyes. I've always wanted glasses, though. Oddly enough. What?
Same.
Oh,
I was the same way.
you always wanted glasses?
Yeah, ever since I was a kid. My mom had glasses. She got them at like 21, and she was like,
Are
fuck
you
these
joking?
glasses. And I was like, those are a style choice. I want to wear them. And
Yeah.
then when I turned, I've had these for 5 years, I think. When I turned 30, I went blind. They're
Yeah.
actually, that's not true. They're a week prescription. I don't need to wear them all the time. I just do because it's easier.
Yeah. But like I thought I heard something about like, you know, wearing glasses also kind of adds to like your eyes getting weaker or whatever or some shit like that. Am I
That's
allowed to
like, that's
swear?
what they say.
Do we have an editor
Fuck
to beat this?
shit.
Ah, god
Dick.
damn it.
Several dicks. Cock
If I
ass.
have cunt, can I say the word cunt?
Yeah. No, well, no. No. Yeah, say whatever you want. Who
It's one of those
cares?
nice words. It's like the word fuck. It's such a it's a very nice word. It's just it feels it has a lot of weight to it.
It
Here,
has more weight than fuck. I'll tell you that.
am I on the I'm on the bottom of your thing, right? Do you need me to hold that?
Yeah. Yeah. Here. Here. No. Do that again. Do that again. And do you like you're rolling a joint? Do you like you're like rolling a joint? Try this out.
Let's
See that? See,
fucking whose
some of
lines
your
did that?
fingers are popping up too. That's
Say it again?
awesome.
Oh, nice. Did it work?
Yeah.
I just rolled that. See that, everyone?
Thank you. Thank you. You live in a completely different fucking province.
Like 2 or
What's
3
going on?
over. New Brunswick, Quebec, and then you?
Quebec. Fucking Quebec, man. Big province.
Man, we're fucking brothers. Look at this shit.
I know. I combed my hair today. That's why I won't fucking do this shit. I was gonna wear a hat for this. In my head, I was like, "Oh man, like 3 people are gonna watch it. I'm gonna fucking have to put a hat on. Everybody's gonna see my baldness." But
It was.
actually, right now, looks like I got a fucking wig on. To be honest.
I, this is beautiful. I'm starting to thin out and shit too myself. Old age is hitting me.
How old are you now? You're 33, 34?
I'm gonna be. What's today? I'm gonna be 34 next Sunday.
That's fucking dope. Did you pre-order a PlayStation 5 for your birthday?
Does it come out on the 1st?
No, comes out on the 12th. And also, it's impossible to do it. If your question is, does it come out on this particular date? No, you can't get it. You're done in this town.
Well, I I mean, I probably won't buy it right away. Right away. Like I'll probably wait like till after till the new year maybe or something.
That's understandable. A lot of people are doing that. I want it right away because it's the first time in my life that I can actually do it. But
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Like I started off this show. See what happens.
I didn't catch that last part.
Oh, I said happens. I said we'll see what happens.
I'll watch it back when you post it.
Am I
Fucking
cutting out right now?
yeah, a little bit, but that's like I don't know, probably I don't know, like yeah, a little bit.
How's this? I'll just put the phone up to the internet.
Uh, uh, am I cutting out?
Okay.
Am I? Am I?
No, you're actually perfect right now. That's funny.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. What the fuck was I gonna? Oh yeah. Do you roll filter in?
Yeah, and also the amount of time that I just smoked is the amount of time that I usually just blaze. I usually just take a couple tokes and then put the joint down and then rinse and repeat.
Come back later for it. I do. I
Yeah.
just do. I'll just do like a little bowl. But like when I do roll, I roll filter in now, and it's literally like changed my life when it comes to rolling. This
Have
just
you ever
in.
had Have you ever had Michelob Ultra?
I have. It's pretty smooth.
It's smooth and it's only 4% and it's only 120 calories. Oh shit, 28 seconds remaining. Are they kicking us Instagram Live?
Oh, you're only allowed to do it for like so long.